Welcome to Anime Rewind, special episode, Anime Weekend Atlanta 2017. I'm here with Liz, who happened to attend the conference, who was there at the con, and she has kind of like a report to give us. I'm going to be asking questions, just so we can find out how the con was and what happened at that con. So, without further ado, Liz, you want to take it over?
Sure. Well, if any of you guys know, Anime Weekend in Atlanta takes place in Atlanta, Georgia. It was the September 29th through October 1st. So, and there was about 30,000 people there this year, which is a big jump compared to last year.
Okay, and can you tell us a little bit more about the events that you attended?
The events I attended. Let me think. I didn't go to a lot of events. I hit up the dealer room, artist alley. Went to a couple panels. Not too many, because they were all so crowded. Went to the K-pop lip sync battle panel.
And how bad did you do that?
Do what now?
And did you attend? Were you one of the contestants or no?
No, I was not. I was actually one of the persons in the crowd. I actually went to support a friend who puts on that panel. And the panel was like 2 hours long. 2 hours of people lip singing K-pop.
Now, just to state out something weird here, you'd think that at an anime convention it would be J-pop or anime songs, not K-pop completely.
Well, this is a strictly K-pop lip sync.
I see.
Where they had like a group of people on stage lip singing to certain K-pop, to whatever K-pop songs they want to lip sync to.
Let me ask you this: how bad was it, or how funny was it?
Actually, some of them were really good. There were some that were, but they had some really good ones. This is her third year, I think, doing it. So.
Okay, so this must have been like something that was already pre-planned and already put together, and I think I know the person you're talking about. Would I?
No.
Okay, so it may not be who I thought it was that's running it.
No, it's a friend of mine that lives in North Carolina.
Oh, okay. Well, what about other stuff that happened there? What about the stars? Do you remember who voice actors showed up for that today? Showed up for the event, that is.
A lot. They had several Japanese voice actors, which I'm not even going to pronounce their names. Because I didn't go for any autographs this year.
Yeah, and I would bring it up, but unfortunately, AWA has just recently changed their information to have the 2018 registration already up, and you can't look at last year's information, which is odd.
You could probably Wikipedia it.
Yeah, probably I'm going to have to. So, what were some of the highlights that you remember going into AWA?
All the Final Fantasy.
Okay.
So much Final Fantasy cosplay. My Hero Academia. Let's see what else. A lot of old. There were some Bleach cosplays. Naruto. But the two main things were Final Fantasy 15 and My Hero Academia.
Okay, so some of the stuff that I've been able to pull up here, and guests here. I'm just pulling up the guest information here. Okay, they got the 2018 up here. I'm sorry, people. I had this pulled up, but it'd been nice if they just left up the guests of 2017 as an easy link up.
Of course, they're not going to do that.
Yeah. So some of the people I'm seeing here. Let's see. So you had some of the big cosplayers showing up, like Lindsay's Design Costumes, Bex Bonbon, or Betsy Bonbon, Yamahan, which I think is in the... Yayahan. She's also a cosplayer, is that correct?
Yayahan is she's a cosplayer that lives in Atlanta.
Okay. There's Miyazaki, Hiroshi Sakimoto, Eric Roth, Samantha Glow. Let's see here. I'm just trying to pull up all the guests here, people. I have to go through a list here. So you had Sky Blue came in with Funimation. They had Eisen McGinty, Keith Silverstein, Jennifer Hale, Travis Willingham.
Travis Willingham, Laura Bailey.
Yep.
Brianna Palencia.
None Like Joshua. Ali Hill. Oh, great. I hate when they use white on white pictures. This is the one thing I will say to anybody that designs a website. Look at what the people are wearing. Do not put it in a color that will blend with the picture.
They had Go Big or Go Home cosplay.
Yep, they have Kazukiyo Inoue. And if I'm pronouncing them wrong, please correct me.
They had moderately okay cosplay.
Yep, 50% dangerous cosplay, it looks like.
Yeah, they're local. They're local here.
Yeah, you had Katie's cosplay. Martin Big Kuboku Kirobu Binary? A binary?
Little Karibo.
Little Karibo, sorry. Hey, I told you, correct me if I'm saying it wrong, okay?
Little Karibo.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Little Karibo.
I don't, so.
Well, apparently you haven't watched his Yu-Gi-Oh! or Bridge series.
No, can't say I have.
You should.
There's, now I'm not sure how you pronounce it, because I would pronounce it something here, but I think it's pronounced Dako.
Dako is a one of the music acts.
Yep. Which they did have a lot there this year.
They had too many. I didn't even get to go to any of them.
Oh, you didn't get to any of them? Aw. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's Coffee Cat cosplay, Stephanie cosplay. So here's a question for you. Because I do know that you like to dabble in the cosplay. Mm-hmm. Is cosplay still... Is it becoming more of like I don't want to say modeling type idea, but there seem to be like these people that seem to do it for a living.
Yep.
Have you noticed, is this starting to become like a deficit for, the moderate cosplayer who goes to cosplays and hopes to get pictures taken? Or is it more these high-end cosplayers that are getting all the money and just, or do they get paid to come to these cons?
Well, I mean, most of the cosplay guests they get paid. They get paid for their appearance.
Jeez.
Because for Anime Blast, we'll give them money for an appearance. It's just like a voice actor.
Okay. Now, here's the thing that really, if I knew they were going to be coming, I would have been going myself. I happen to be a big fan of the Watashiban, which is a Japanese J-rock group, which I have one of their albums right here. Took a long time for me to get this DVD, DVD/CD.
Yeah, they had some.
But apparently, the three members that I would love to have sent, that was Hanafushi Gitsu.
Yep.
Which I would have been awesome to go down to see. Mm-hmm. Did you get a chance to see? You didn't get a chance to see them either, eh?
I walked by and stuck my head in to listen to some of it, but that's about all.
Oh.
That room was packed. The main event room at AWA was full for all those concerts, including the rave. Including the rave.
Well, it seems like every anime thing seems to have a rave that happens.
Well, I call it more of a dance, but everybody calls it a rave.
So, any artists that stood out that you got to meet at AWA?
The only people I met was moderately okay cosplay.
That's the only ones you got to meet?
I didn't meet any of the voice actors.
Oh,
at
okay.
all.
Well, that sucks.
Well,
you were really hyped on it this year.
I'm not going to stand in the autograph line and waste my whole day.
Oh, were they long?
Mm-hmm. Yes, they were long. And you had to pay.
I really hate it when you have to pay.
Yeah, you had to pay. You had to pay for like a lot of the voice actors.
As much as I hate to say it, I understand why they charge money. But at the same time, if you want us to be interested in you, why wouldn't you just be friendly with us and just, not charge money? And you might see your... I don't know. I have my beef with that.
The thing is, there were some that didn't charge, but a lot of them did. And they were not cheap. There's like $25.
That's insane. I mean, to be charging that...
Including one guest we had at Anime Blast a few years back. She was charging.
Jesus.
But she wasn't charging when she came to our convention.
I'm sorry. I have my beef with people that charge money for me to watch them.
I mean, the only way I'm going to pay for... I'm not going to pay... If I'm bringing something that I bought for them to sign, it should be free. Now, if I don't have anything and they have something on the table that's theirs, I will buy it and then get it signed.
I can understand that. I mean, it just makes sense.
I mean, it does. It makes total sense. Even though I did pay somebody. Where did my volume go?
I can still hear you, so don't worry.
Still hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Even though my friend got me Ignis's autograph at Dragon Con, and I gave her money for that.
Nice.
So.
No, I'm noticing a hum coming through the feedback. I was getting a double looping, so I just did some changes here.
Okay.
So it's just for anyone that was noticing there was like an audio weirdness. Trust me, we got it fixed, so hopefully that won't come up again if you were hearing that.
Hopefully not. But yeah, there was a lot of people at AW this year. I think they had like 30,000 or more.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. It's getting up there in the Otakon attendance-wise.
Now, would you recommend a first-timer? What would you recommend for them?
Well, I mean, if you're a first-timer, I mean, AWA is a pretty big con. So if you want to go to a con with a lot of people, if you like being around a lot of people, that's fine. If you want to go to a con you might want to start out with something smaller and work your way up to a bigger con, but that's just my opinion. I mean, my first convention was AWA, but that was like years ago. I mean, many, many years ago. Back in 2002, so...
In 2002, the anime convention scene was just starting to really take a wave into it.
AWA didn't have as many people as they have now. So if you're, I had a friend that their first convention ever was Dragon Con, and I'm like, that's just way too many people for me to make that my first actual ever con to go to would be Dragon Con. No, that's like triple AWA size. So
yeah, I wouldn't recommend anyone starting their con at Dragon Con.
No, start out with something small. If you like, if you feel comfortable being around a lot of people. And AWA would be fine. But if you want to start out with something smaller, work your way up to something smaller.
Now, I would recommend to anybody that's going to these type of conventions to register as soon as possible.
Yeah, well, definitely register when you can, because if you don't, the prices go up as the year goes on. AWA offers early start, which you can pay extra to get your badge mailed to you, so you don't have to stand in the long lines when you get down there, like I did. I actually got my badge mailed to me, so when I got down there, I didn't have to worry about that. So,
I guess you don't have your badge on you right now, do you?
actually, I have it close by, but not like where I can like grab it real fast.
Oh, okay.
I can grab it if you want me to, but I mean.
Well, if you want to grab it, I can handle the crowd. I can handle everyone here.
All right, let me grab it real fast.
Okay. Well, she's grabbing that. Let me take a few minutes to let you guys know that we are still going to be running the next couple episodes of Anime Rewind. Those episodes are going to be coming soon, where we are going to be all sitting together and discussing the ending of Martin's Successor Nadesco. So keep your eye on the feed for that. We are also going to have more episodes coming soon. So, and I am working on the website. By this time, you might notice the website's up, or because I am releasing this as of today, the website is not up. We also don't have our Patreon site up yet, but that is coming soon. Anyways, back to Liz with her badge picture.
Badge picture for this year was this. I don't know if anybody can see it.
Early start?
Yeah, that was, yeah. The early start badges are different than the actual badges you get at the convention, because they're early start badges, so they put early start on the badge.
Oh, okay. Does that mean you get access in there earlier, or?
No, you just don't have to stand in line.
Oh, okay. I thought it might have been special or something.
Well,
that
the
gives
thing
you...
is, AWA has turned into a 4-day convention, not a 3-day now. So everything starts on Thursdays. So they open up pre-registration. Registration starts on Thursday now. And they have this happy fun sale that goes on Thursday night, which is pretty much like a big otaku flea market, where people can buy a table. If you have a lot of old anime stuff that you want to sell and get rid of, you can take it down there and you can sell it and get rid of it and make money. Which I took some figures down, which had already been claimed for people I know. So I got like, how much money? Like 60. I made like almost $200. So.
Wow.
So yeah, and
$200 to go into one more statue for you to buy, right?
Yeah. Well, it went. Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, enough about my my figure collection. Actually, the figures I got rid of were old Final Fantasy figures that I had for a long time. And two of them went to one of my friends for $30 each, and then the other one sold for another $30, and the other two sold for I think $55 something. So yeah, $55. So yeah, so I made a little bit of money.
Yeah, I can see your pictures behind you probably getting sold for more pictures.
Yeah, and of course Crunchyroll is always there, so I had to get my premium member badge from Crunchyroll, which gives me access to their booth early before anybody else. And then and plus you could use this if you wanted to go to an event. You could use this and get in before anybody else.
Interesting. I should have. Now I know that if I ever go to there, and I tell them I'm a Crunchyroll member, I might get one of those.
If you're a premium member, if you got a paid subscription to Crunchyroll,
I do.
Okay, well they'll make you log in with your all your stuff, and if it's legit, if they say okay, they'll give you this. Nice. And plus, they give you these wonderful lanyards. Crunchyroll's been at AWA for so many years. I got so many of these lanyards.
You should send me one.
Well, when I send you your video game, I'll send you a lanyard.
Yeah, another channel I run, which is Playing Games Bad. If you do a search on the YouTube channels, you'll see me. I'm in the YouTube Red.
Yeah, he does video games too.
I got issued on YouTube Red, and I got issued to YouTube Gaming. Go figure that one.
I have a YouTube channel as well, so.
Yeah, but mine went red. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden,
what do you mean yours went red?
I'm on the red service for some strange, odd, darn reason.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know why they put me on there.
But this is the badge. It has your name. It has, I meant to put my nickname on there when I filled it out, but I didn't, so I had to write that in. So.
Yeah, I saw Prompto there.
Yes, I did Prompto from Final Fantasy 15 along with Noctis.
So what were the other? So as a cosplayer, what were you doing as cosplay down there?
Final Fantasy 15. That's it. That's all I did. I took other cosplays to do, but I never did those because I was pretty much in Noctis and Prompto the whole weekend, except for I did do the carnival version of Noctis and Prompto, so and whatnot, and I carried around this wonderful Chocobo that I will show everybody on camera. So there you go.
I told you the decapitated Chocobo is going to give people nightmares. They're going to be calling. They're going to be emailing us, going, "Yeah, you guys killed the Chocobo!" Ah!
Let me tell you right now, this Chocobo is very popular at AWA. Okay, people want to get a picture with it. Okay, don't talk to me about that.
What you should have done is you should have done like a base under and put like fake blood under it.
Did you not look through my AWA photos where I took a photo of an actual person in a Chocobo that actually made an actual Chocobo? He was dressed like Vivi from Final Fantasy IX, and he was walking around with this big Chocobo around him.
No, I haven't seen that picture yet.
Well,
I'm going to look
check
for
it out because it's hilarious. Because I met up with these guys when I was in Noctis, and we got stopped for photos like every 5 minutes. I was like, "Can I get your photo? Can I get your photo?" And it's like, okay, sure. So there's plenty of photos of me posing with this gigantic Chocobo. So.
I think I saw you in the outfit from Final Fantasy, the Chocobo race. Am I correct?
Are you talking about the carnival?
Yes.
I was doing Chocobo Noctis in the carnival and Chocobo Prompto as the carnival shirt too.
You know what you're missing? You're missing your Assassin's Creed version.
Oh well, I don't have that one right now, so I don't know if I'm doing Assassin's Creed. That's a little expensive. But no, seriously. But no, the Chocobo thing was pretty much. I took it down. We had a table for Anime Blast there, so I took it down there, and I set it up on the table when I was watching the table for doing my table duty. I sat there and I was dressed in my Chocobo Prompto, and all these people were coming up like, "Oh, I love the Chocobo. Can I get a photo with it?" And they're like, "Oh, well, let's just." And I was like, "Well," they're like, "Well, let's just all get a photo together." I'm like, "Okay." So I got a photo, like a couple selfies with a bunch of other Final Fantasy 15 cosplayers with them holding the Chocobo. So
have you been tagged yet or no?
It's on my Facebook. I mean, I took the photo with my camera with my phone with my selfie stick in hand. So.
No, I just wonder if they tagged you in their photos. That's all.
Oh, I don't know. Well, no, they didn't take the photo. I took the picture.
Oh, okay.
It's on my thing, so it's on my Facebook page.
Oh, that's good then. So, really, what this is just to cover is just what anime AWA was, and because it's already passed, and because we're Anime Rewind, we're rewinding it back to talk about it. It's been about a week and a half. We do apologize. It's been late.
It's been about a week and a half or so. But yeah, AWA is just overall. It's a lot. I mean, they put on it. They know how to put on a convention. I mean, they've been doing it for many years. So, but yeah, there was a lot of people, lots of stuff to do. Actually, there's too much stuff to do. I mean, some of the scheduling conflicted with other things that other people wanted to do. Trying to find people to hang out with was hard. So, I had friends that were down there that I never even saw because because I didn't know they were there. Plus, the phone service there was horrible. We had horrible phone service because you couldn't get any kind of connection. If you tried to message somebody, it never went through. So, I mean, it was awful phone service. I had a friend I never even saw. He was down there, and he's like. I messaged him when I went to eat dinner, and he's like, "I have no phone service. I didn't know." He's like, "Where you been?" I'm like, "I've been around, you know."
So the phones are. So I guess phones were a no-go over there, huh?
It was hard. It was very hard to use your phone. Well, when you have 30,000 people walking around with phones, I mean, the service is not going to be that great. And apparently, they had the same problem at Dragon Con. So it's just like the thing is, when you're in the dealer room, you get a little better service, but up in my hotel room, you have no problem. But when you're actually down on the con floor around the convention area, it's really no service whatsoever.
That sucks because a lot of us now rely on our phones to connect to anybody that's going on. Also, a lot of conventions now.
Yeah, they have apps.
They have that app on the phone which you have to follow to find out what's going on. And if you have no cell service or Wi-Fi service, what are you going to do?
There was people in the dealer room that were having trouble with the Wi-Fi. They had to literally hold their hold their phones up or their iPads or whatever they were using up in the air to just try to get a connection. So
yeah, I got Square was getting binged hard too.
It was hard. It was hard to do all that. So that's another thing to take into account when you go to these conventions. Have some cash on you, because sometimes if you don't have any good Wi-Fi, Square is going to be a while, or it might not even work at all. So
yeah, that's the sad thing about going to any convention. If the cellular network's not there or the Wi-Fi's not there,
if they don't have good Wi-Fi, then
you can kiss that connection. Bye bye.
Yeah, it's definitely bad at when you go to the bigger conventions.
Let me guess, this is why you didn't Facebook Live during that convention, right?
Exactly. I couldn't get it. I was going to, and every time I got ready to, it was like trying to connect. Oh no, never mind. We're not going to connect you now. So I could have done that if I had a decent connection. I probably would have done more. I probably would have done more video, but I didn't get to do a lot of videos because I had no way of doing it. So.
Well, you should just you should just recorded what you could and then upload it when you got a chance.
Yeah, that's what I should have done. But I didn't do that. But, there's always the next convention, which will be local here in town. So I'll be able to do probably more there anyways, because we'll have better connection.
You hope.
No, we have pretty good connection there. So.
Well, that's in case if you guys don't blow up. There is that time. It is that time of year.
Really?
Cons have blown up this year. I've noticed a lot of cons that said, oh, we're just a small con. We're reporting numbers that were twice the size that they saw last year.
Well, if we get twice the size of what we had last year, I'll be ecstatic.
Yeah, then you can go, yay, we did it.
I'll be ecstatic. Now, whether or not the other people, the other con chairs will be, the con chair will be ecstatic will be the next. He'll probably be like, oh, crap.
Yeah, he'll probably be complaining afterwards. Okay, we got problems. This is what happened this year.
Well, for all you people who want to know what's going on, the next con I'll be at will be the local con here in town called Anime Blast Chattanooga. If any of you guys are local or from out of town.
Yeah, we're hoping to get one of the co-runners of it to be on the show soon. So
yeah, he'll be on there, and we'll talk more about it. There, he'll talk more about it. We'll talk more about it together. Whatever, I don't know. But for any of you guys who are interested in want to go to another con and you're close, come check out Anime Blast Chattanooga.
And that's not just because Anime Blast Chattanooga is the con that we like. No. It's because they give us free tickets. No, I'm just kidding. We get nothing from them.
No, we don't get free tickets. Well, I get in for free, but
well, you get in because you work there. So
I work there. I'm on staff or volunteer staff, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, I've been doing this since year one, so I get in for free. I still have to pay for my hotel room there though, and so I don't get a free hotel room.
That's something they should bring you now, is a free hotel room.
Yeah, I wish. But no, the hotel rooms for Anime Blast are $99 a night at the Chattanooga Choo Choo, November 10th through the 12th, which is 4 weeks away, which is scary.
Why is it scary? Because 4 weeks away?
Yeah. And when I come back from vacation, it's going to be even closer.
Yes, and we do apologize that we haven't been recording a lot of shows. We've just been so damn busy with other engagements and such.
Too much going on. I just got back from AWA, and I'm fixing to go on a week-long vacation.
And then when I get back from the vacation, it's back to the hotel room for Anime Blast, ABC.
Well, as soon as I get back from vacation, I've got the week before, to prepare for Anime Blast, which is the next week after that. So it's just like, and then after that, I'm good to go till the beginning of December.
Are you sure?
Nothing planned.
I thought MTAC was happening in November. End of November.
MTAC's in March of next year.
Is it March? Oh, I'm sorry. My mistake.
No, I don't have any convention until the beginning of December.
Oh, well. And myself.
Of course, we do have Thanksgiving coming up, so I don't know what I'm doing for that, but,
my Thanksgiving's already passed. In Canada, we just had it just a few days ago.
Yeah, well, we don't have Thanksgiving here till the end of November, so.
Yeah, with our Thanksgiving, we just don't have the crazy-ass sales right after.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's not good. But no, AWA, overall, it was a lot of fun. I always enjoy going to AWA. I just wish, there are a few things I wish they would do a little different. But, I can't, their autograph policy sometimes could be a little bit skeptic on that. They don't usually they don't know how to follow their own rules sometimes.
Jeez.
And they do have food trucks. They have food trucks at the con. They parked them outside. They parked them outside this year instead of inside the dealer room like they've been doing for the last few years. So I think the fire marshal got onto them for that.
Probably.
Because the last few years they've had them inside, and they have propane tanks and grills and gas. And I'm thinking to myself, all that inside a dealer room. Don't know if that's a good thing or not.
CO2 poisoning.
So they had like 5 food trucks outside that you could go get food from. Then downstairs in the mall, and downstairs they had a little food court which had a Subway, a Chinese place, and then there was like 2 restaurants down there. No, 3 restaurants down there that you could eat at. So
I got a little story about that for you about this. Mm-hmm. I used to go to Anime North, which is the convention out in Toronto. The best part is I used to go over there, grab a bite, go to the local Harvey's. It's a burger joint.
Uh-huh.
To see the look on the Harvey's employees when Anime North rolls in, it's fabulous to look at their faces. Because either it's in shock, it's in awe, or it's in, what the bloody hell?
You know what's funny? It's total opposite at AWA because all the places that are in the mall area at the AWA have been there for so long that they know what to expect. Because the Chinese place, it's like they set up a whole separate little area to sell food from. Besides inside the place, they have a setup outside. Subway has a whole other setup for their stuff. And then the new restaurant that just opened called Murph's, which is named after the former Atlanta Braves outfielder Del Murphy, they set up a shop. They set up a whole separate little kiosk to sell food from as well. So, and then the Big Chow Grill, which is like an Asian place, they pretty much know what to expect because they've been there long enough. So all those places are, except for Murph's, which is the newest one, all those places pretty much know what to expect when AWA comes around. So.
Well, it's not that they don't expect it. It's the new people that come in that work for Harvey's. They just looking like what? And the best thing is when we had these guys dressed up as Sailor Moon characters. The girl was just in this look like could not literally she was just like
Yeah, I hear you.
I fell over laughing in the background. I'm here to just go.
But no, it's kind of funny because the Braves Stadium, which opened across the street, across the interstate from where AWA is. I mean, there's places over there to eat. Now, whether or not people went over there to eat, I have no idea. I, for one, did not go over there. I didn't have time to go over there. But I heard for next year it might be a little more interesting because apparently the dates for AWA are earlier than what they were this year. So, and the Braves are going to be in town the same weekend. So that's going to be a very interesting weekend. So
go to AWA in costume, then go head off to a Braves game, and then return back. Huh.
Yeah, go and cosplay to an Atlanta Braves game. But yeah, it's kind of funny because AWA's been lucky because
Hey, anime fans can be Brave fans too.
Hey, you're looking at one right here. So anyways. But AWA has been lucky because the Braves have been all the way in downtown Atlanta. But now they've built that new stadium, and they're literally like right across the freeway from where AWA is held at. So, it's kind of like, okay, so, this year we got lucky. There was no Braves game because their home season was over. So next year, it's not over. They're actually in town the same weekend. This will be the first time I think this will be interesting to see how it goes. So.
Yes, I still remember that one con that I was at of I want to say Anime North, and it was 5 of us are eating burgers at a burger joint. I'm just the only person that's not in cosplay, and I have the whole Gundam Wing team with me behind me. We're all eating burgers. We're all just doing this with our burgers out front. Someone wanted to do a picture of us all. They go, "You're the weird one in the bunch." No, see, I'm the podcaster in the bunch. I pull out my microphone. She's like. You're a podcaster? Oh my God! Ah! Got all geeky on me. I'm like going, what?
It's kind of funny how when you're at these conventions and you run into these people that are like as we call them, the normal people. They're not dressed in cosplay, and they're just normal people travel, like hanging around, and they'll be like, "Oh, can I get your photo? Oh, my son loves this series, or my daughter, you know, they'll want to get a photo with you." And it's so funny to watch the normal people's reaction, you know. So if you can imagine at AWA next year, some cosplayers going to the Braves game and getting on television during the Braves game. You know, the thing is, for next year, since the Braves are going to be in town, they actually might do something for the AWA weekend. Like, you know, if you're going to AWA, you get it, you know, some kind of anime night. I don't know. I mean, they've done Star Wars night and stuff like that, so, you know.
Well, what you got to do is you got to plan it that the Braves don't know we're coming. We get a whole bunch of anime fans that are baseball fans for the Braves. We all show up there in one area, all in cosplay, and just enjoy the baseball game and just see if we end up on TV. I can guarantee Peachtree will probably pick it up, or ESPN will be like going, "Look at them!
Yeah,
what the hell are these people doing there?"
It'll be, you know, this will be interesting to see next year, because I'm pretty sure. Well, ever since the Braves built this new ballpark, the hotels around there have decided to raise their prices. So this year for AWA, the price for a room was pretty up there. So it'll be interesting to see what the rates are for next year.
Well, the rates are right now. You can register right now.
You can register for. I'm talking about for a hotel. I'm not talking about for a pass.
Oh, okay.
I'm not worried about an AWA pass. I'm worried about a hotel room, because the hotel rooms are getting real expensive. They're getting up there in like Dragon Con price range or Otakon price range. So
why? How much was it this year for your hotel room?
My hotel room for this year was $179 a night.
Okay.
Let me tell you how much. Last year it was $130 something a night.
And which hotel were you at?
I'm at the Con Hotel. I'm at the Renaissance Waverly, which is the Con Hotel. As I consider it, the Con Hotel. It's right, which means you're right there where the Con is.
Okay, there's the Radisson, the Hyatt, Resident Inn, Holiday Inn, Hyatt Palace, Marriott Atlanta, DoubleTree.
Pretty much
Courtyard.
all those hotels you said are all overflow hotels for AWA. But the thing is, their prices have gone up at a lot of those hotels because of that ballpark.
Okay.
Because you have the Embassy Suites, which is an overflow, the Hyatt Place, you've got the DoubleTree, you've got the Wyndham, you've got the Marriott, you've got a lot of hotels around there that the AWA's overflow hotels are a lot. There's a lot of them.
Okay, so which one is the main hotel then?
That's the Renaissance Waverly. That's the main hotel.
Okay, they don't have the Renaissance Waverly listed here.
Well, they don't have it yet, but it's the host hotel.
Yeah, 'cause I can see the host hotel. It's huge. It looks beautiful inside too.
It's a beautiful hotel. And the thing is, the rooms for that do not go on sale till February.
Okay, so February I would have to look at the prices and go,
you better get on there quick, because let me tell you how fast that hotel fills up. February 1st is when they went on sale this year. At 8 o'clock in the morning, they were gone. That hotel was sold out probably within 15 minutes.
Gee God, 15 minutes?
Yep, that's how quick it goes.
I bet you were really fast on the button to get that hotel room.
I was up before 8 o'clock that morning. I had my freaking computer on and I was ready to go. And I was like, I kept refreshing the page until it came online. And you have to jump on it quick. Otherwise, if you don't, you're out of luck.
Dang.
You're going to be at another hotel.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that this year, don't quote me on it.
Okay, folks, listen to what he's fixing to say.
If everything falls into place, very carefully, and I do mean falls into place, and I have the money to do it, I may be able to go.
He said that for the last 2 years, folks.
I've said it for the last 2 years, and I've had nothing but headaches when I ever say it.
He's also said that for Anime Blast for the last 2 years, folks. Hasn't happened yet, so.
Anime Blast was going to happen this year, actually.
Well, I don't know why it still can't. You only got 4 weeks left.
Because I don't have the money for the flight. That's the problem.
Oh, well, we'll have to talk to Zippy on that one.
Flight and a hotel room were two of the problems.
I got the hotel covered, so.
I got other issues, which I'll explain to you after the show, though.
I have a hotel room with only 2 people in it right now, so.
I know. But anyways, I wanted to bring this up to you guys so you guys know. Next episode hopefully will be on Anime Blast Chattanooga. I'm hoping to get that done up on for you guys Friday night. We're looking at trying to get that recorded. And until then, thanks for watching and have yourselves a great day.
Good day, everybody.
Bye, everyone.